Welcome to Whispers and Confessions. There might be a twist waiting, so please make sure to watch until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's begin right away.
We shifted, each taking turns. I gripped Olivia's soft hips, thrusting deeply as she trembled and called my name. Chloe sat on my face, her sweet center against my lips as I tasted her pleasure. Sophia rode me, her hands teasing my chest in rhythm, their bodies and heat intertwined, pushing us to the height of bliss. The room echoed with their sighs and mine. I forgot my job, my family, my morals, lost in the thrill of the moment. In the busy morning, Emma was brewing coffee in the kitchen when she asked from the kitchen, "Are you coming home late again today, Tom?" I turned around to see her wearing an apron, flashing a warm smile. Married for over 20 years, my wife and I go through the same morning routine every day, living a simple but happy family life. "Oh, the student teachers are starting today, so I might be a bit late," I replied. "I'm Tom Wilson, 47 years old, an English literature teacher at a public high school in California. Emma and I met in college, got married right after graduation, and now we have a son, Jake, who's a high school sophomore. We lead a simple but happy family life." "Student teachers, huh? Having young teachers around will be great energy. It'll bring some fresh energy for you too," Emma teased with a playful glint in her eye as she plated pancakes for breakfast. "This year, it's 3 female college students. Guess I'll have to watch myself," I responded lightly. Emma laughed and said, "You'd better not get too excited, Tom," but I saw a quick flicker of concern in her eyes. "Come on, Emma, I'm not exactly young anymore." I chuckled, though deep down, I felt a bit of nervous excitement. Working with young women felt like a new challenge for middle-aged me. By the way, Emma seems to be really enjoying her part-time job recently. When Jake was younger, she was a stay-at-home mom, but now that he's in high school and needs less attention, she started working part-time at a local cafe to help with his college tuition. "It's so much fun, Tom. Being out of the house and interacting with people makes me feel part of the world again," Emma said with a lively voice, taking a sip of her coffee. Her face glowed with fresh energy from her new job. After the hectic years of raising Jake, we were slowly rediscovering time for just the two of us. This carried over to our evenings together, where, while not as fiery as our younger days, we still kept some romance going. "All right, I'm off, Emma," I said, grabbing my bag and opening the front door. The warm California spring breeze brushed my cheeks, feeling like a fresh start. When I arrived at school, the staff room was buzzing more than usual. "Mr. Wilson, the student teachers are here," Brian, the PE teacher, announced with a grin. I headed to the assigned classroom, and as I opened the door, 3 young women stood up with anxious looks. "Hello, I'm Chloe, here for the student teaching program," said the woman on the left, with long brown hair, greeting me politely. Her white blouse and midi skirt were neat, but her youthful energy shone brightly. "I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you," said the next, a petite woman with a short haircut and stylish glasses, giving off a sharp, smart vibe. Her firm tone stood out. "I'm Sophia. Please guide us for the next month," said the last, a blonde with slightly wavy hair and a bright, charming smile. I'd heard they were all 21, but each had a unique charm. "I'm Tom Wilson, your supervising teacher for English literature. I'll be working with you for the next month. Let's do well together," I said with a gentle smile. From that day, small changes started shaking up my usual routine. A week into the program, Chloe, Olivia, and Sophia dived into their work with enthusiasm. They observed my classes, assisted, and participated actively. "Mr. Wilson, I'm a bit confused about how to use this textbook," Chloe said cautiously, approaching my desk in the staff room. She struck me as diligent and kind of a perfectionist. "This one? It can be tricky at first," I said, opening the book to explain. As I did, a faint floral scent from her perfume drifted my way, and for a moment, my heart gave a little jump at the fresh, youthful fragrance. "Wow, your explanation totally cleared it up. Thank you," Chloe said, beaming with a bright smile. Something about her smile reminded me of Emma in her younger days, and I felt a strange sense of connection in her pure enthusiasm. The next day after school, I was discussing the following week's lesson plans with the student teachers. Mr. Wilson, I have a question about interpreting the theme of this novel, Olivia said, sitting beside me and opening her textbook. As her small frame leaned closer, my heart suddenly sped up. This part here, I said, trying to keep my cool as I began explaining. Olivia scribbled notes diligently, nodding with an "I see." Her curious, sparkling eyes sparked my love for teaching again. You're amazing, Mr. Wilson. You explain things better than my college professors, she said with genuine admiration. Her genuine compliment really touched me. Thank you, Olivia. Students like you make teaching rewarding, I replied with a smile. That weekend, Jake was staying over at a friend's house, so Emma and I had some rare time to ourselves. Tom, how about some wine? Emma asked, pouring 2 glasses of red wine in the living room. We love these quiet moments to talk. Sounds great, I said, settling onto the couch and taking a glass. How are the student teachers doing? She asked with a curious look. They're all working hard, really dedicated, I replied. Emma grinned playfully and said, being around young people must make you feel young again, huh? Maybe a little, I laughed, but truthfully, I'd started looking forward to my mornings at work lately. You look more lively too, Emma, working with young people at the cafe, I added. Her cheeks flushed slightly. Do I? Well, that's not bad, she said with a shy smile. Were we both being energized by our new environments? As we talked, our bodies naturally got closer on the couch. Tom, Emma murmured, resting her head on my chest. I stroked her soft hair and whispered, it's nice to have moments like this with the kids gone. She nodded with a smile, and our lips met naturally. The intimacy of our 20 years together unfolded. Her familiar warmth still reminded me of our fiery younger days. But that night, I couldn't tell Emma that the faces of the 3 student teachers, Chloe's clear gaze, Olivia's curious expression, Sophia's bright smile, kept sticking with me for no clear reason. Halfway through the student teaching period, I'd gotten pretty comfortable with Chloe, Olivia, and Sophia. Mr. Wilson, how was my lesson today? Sophia asked nervously, visiting the staff room after leading her first solo class. You did great, Sophia. The students responded well too, I said sincerely. Her face lit up instantly. Really? I'm so happy. It's all thanks to your advice, she exclaimed, and without thinking, she touched my arm. The warm touch tugged at my middle-aged heart. Oh, sorry, she said, quickly pulling her hand away, her face reddening. It's fine. I'm proud to see you growing, I said, trying to stay calm. But on my way home, I couldn't shake the nagging discomfort. Why am I so affected by this? I asked myself, but no clear answer came. That weekend, Emma was at the cafe until evening, and Jake was out late with club activities. By myself for a change, I was reading in my study when an unfamiliar number called. Hello, this is Tom Wilson. Mr. Wilson, it's Chloe. Sorry for surprising me, her clear voice said, surprising me. I had a question about tomorrow's lesson prep. I'm actually near your place. Could you spare a few minutes? Her earnest tone made me hesitate. Meeting a student teacher alone seemed risky, but as a teacher, I couldn't ignore her dedication. All right, Chloe, let's meet at a nearby cafe. Thank you so much. 30 minutes later, I was sitting across from Chloe at the cafe. She wore a light blue dress that highlighted her youthful glow. I was worried about my interpretation of this novel, she said seriously, opening her textbook. I explained patiently, and she took notes eagerly, exclaiming, Wow, you're the best. Suddenly, she lowered her voice. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. I tensed slightly. What's that? Why did you become a teacher? The unexpected question made me pause. Well, I love teaching people. When students' eyes light up because of something I've said, it's incredibly rewarding. Chloe looked at me with a sincere look. I want to be a teacher like you, inspiring students. Her passionate gaze reminded me of my own dreams from my youth. Thank you, Chloe. Your passion pushes us to try harder, I said. As we left the cafe, the sun was setting. Need a ride? I'm fine. I'll take the subway, she said politely, adding, thank you so much for today. I feel so much more confident now. Her heartfelt words lingered warmly. When I got home, Emma was back. Where were you, Tom? She asked from the couch. Oh, I was reading at a cafe, I said, unsure why I didn't mention meeting Chloe. That night, lying beside Emma, I felt a small change in me. Why is my heart wavering like this? The blend of guilt and thrill was complicated. With 1 week left in the program, Chloe, Olivia, and Sophia had settled into the school, their initial nerves gone. Mr. Wilson, do you have a moment? They asked, gathering around my desk in the staff room after school. What's up? I smiled. Olivia, slightly shy, said, we want to throw a farewell party on the last day. We owe you so much for this month, so we'd love for you to come, Chloe added earnestly. Please come, Sophia said with a bright smile. I'd politely declined their dinner invitations during the program to keep things professional, but a farewell on the last day seemed fine. All right, thank you. I'll be there, I said, and their faces lit up. Yay, really? That's awesome. Sophia clapped excitedly. Their pure happiness lifted my spirits. That night, I mentioned it to Emma. Next Friday, I'll be late because of a farewell party with the student teachers, I said while helping with dishes in the kitchen. Emma, watching TV, replied, sounds fun. Have a good time. They're all kind and passionate. You'd like them if you met them, I added. She smiled faintly and said, maybe someday, but her tone was a bit sharp. Perhaps her busy cafe schedule was creating a slight gap between us. On the last day of the program, the 3 student teachers completed their final lessons really well. After school, we exchanged goodbyes in the staff room. Where are we meeting tonight? I asked. At a bar near the station, 7 p.m. Sophia replied cheerfully. Got it. See you then. They left the staff room with excited expressions. The past month had been a learning experience for me too. Their fresh perspectives and pure passion for teaching reminded me why I started teaching. That evening, I finished work, checked my appearance, and headed to the bar, my heart strangely pounding. When I arrived, the 3 were already there. Mr. Wilson, over here. Sophia waved enthusiastically. They were in casual clothes, Chloe in a white blouse and jeans, Olivia in a simple black dress, and Sophia in a bright blue shirt and skirt, all bursting with youth. Sorry I'm late, I said, taking a seat. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson, they said in unison, bowing. I'm the one who was inspired by your passion, I replied. We toasted with beers, sharing memories from the past month, the nerves of their first lessons, funny moments with students, and little mistakes. The atmosphere grew more relaxed as we drank. Drink up, Mr. Wilson, Sophia said, pouring more beer into my glass with a big smile. Her hand brushed mine, and my heart gave a little jump. Mr. Wilson, you're married, right? Chloe asked suddenly, her clear eyes fixed on me. Yeah, I've been with Emma, who I met in college, for over 20 years, I answered. Olivia, curious, asked, do you have kids? One son, a high schooler. What's your wife like? Sophia asked with a smile. Emma's warm but strong. She's been livelier since starting her cafe job. As I answered, I wondered how my face looked talking about Emma. Proud. It's hot, Sophia said, taking off her jacket. My eyes instinctively followed her figure in a thin shirt. You should take off your jacket too, Chloe said, placing a hand on my shoulder with a laugh. Yeah, it's warm, I agreed, removing mine. As drinks flowed, the 3 grew more relaxed, their laughter louder, occasionally leaning against my arm or shoulder. Normally, I wouldn't think twice about such contact, but in that moment, it stood out. Mr. Wilson, let's go to karaoke for round 2. Olivia suggested, eyes sparkling. A part of my mind whispered to go home, but the fun atmosphere and alcohol quieted that thought. Sure, just a bit longer, I said, and they cheered. The karaoke place was packed with young people. The 4 of us were led to a small room and ordered cocktails. Sing something, Mr. Wilson, Sophia said, sitting next to me and handing me the remote. I'm not much of a singer. No excuses. Chloe laughed from the other side. Surrounded by them on a small couch, I felt a weird excitement. They took turns singing upbeat pop songs, their energy contagious, loosening me up. Mr. Wilson, you know this one, right? Olivia picked a 90s hit. Oh, this takes me back to college, I said. You have to sing it, they urged, and despite my embarrassment, I grabbed the mic. Singing loudly felt surprisingly fun. Sophia chose a duet. Singing side by side, our voices harmonized, and the alcohol and atmosphere made time slip away. Chloe poured more cocktails, Olivia snapped photos, and Sophia leaned close, whispering, "Having fun, Mr. Wilson?" Her warm breath gave me a thrill. "Yeah, it's great," I replied. The session ended with a buzzer. "Already," I said. "I don't want it to end." Chloe whined playfully. "What do we do?" Olivia teased. "My apartment's nearby." Sophia said shyly. "If it's okay, want to keep drinking there?" My judgment fogged by drinks, I agreed. "Sure, just a bit more." Their faces lit up. Sophia's apartment was neat and stylishly decorated. "Make yourself at home," she said with a smile. "You know, the bathroom here is nice. We're all sweaty, so let's shower and start round 3, she suggested, preparing the shower. "I'm good. I'll just drink a bit and head out," I said. "Then wait here," Sophia replied. "No time, so we'll shower together." Chloe joked, and the 3 went into the bathroom. Soon, their giggles echoed. "Wow, Chloe, your figure is amazing." "Sophia, your skin is so smooth." Their playful chatter got my mind racing, and I felt a rush. I quickly turned on the TV to drown it out. When they emerged, the scent of shampoo filled the air. They wore casual tank tops and shorts, water dripping from their wet hair. My heart pounded at their effortless beauty. "I'll shower too," I said, rushing to the bathroom. Under the water, I tried to cool my heated body. Then the door cracked open. "Mr. Wilson, here's a towel," Chloe said, handing me a soft one. Thanks," I replied, my voice shaky. Back in the room, the 3rd round was in full swing. "Mr. Wilson, over here." Olivia pulled me to the couch. In the tight space, our bodies kept brushing against each other. I couldn't find a reason to refuse the cocktail they offered. "This month has been unforgettable," Olivia said with earnest eyes. "I learned so much from your passion," I replied. "I want to be a teacher like you," Chloe said passionately. Their honesty really touched me, but guilt started nagging at me. Images of my 20 years with Emma flashed through my mind. "I should go. It's late," I said, standing. Chloe grabbed my hand. "Just a little longer," she said, her eyes wavering with something like longing. My heart raced. Then, Chloe leaned in and kissed me. Her soft lips broke down my resistance. "Wait, Chloe." I tried to pull away, but Olivia embraced me from behind. We like you, Mr. Wilson," she said, her warm body pressing against me. Sophia stepped closer, whispering, "Don't worry, no one will know." Their youth and passion overwhelmed my reason. Chloe kissed me deeply again, her tongue exploring with warm intensity. I pulled her closer, feeling her smooth curves. Olivia unbuttoned my shirt, her hands sliding over my chest, sending shivers through me. Sophia unzipped my pants, her bold touch on my most sensitive area overwhelming my control. "This is wrong," I mumbled, but my body had already surrendered. Chloe slipped off her tank top, revealing her perfect form. I kissed her smooth breasts, teasing her taut peaks with my tongue as she moaned and pulled me closer. Olivia, now undressed behind me, rubbed my back and whispered, "This feels so good." Her hot breath stoked my desire. Sophia guided my hand to her wet center, sighing as my fingers explored. We gave in to instinct, exploring each other's bodies. Chloe straddled me, her rhythmic movements enveloping me in surges of pleasure. Olivia kissed me, her tongue pushing me over the edge. Sophia begged, "More, Mr. Wilson, harder," her sighs filling the room. We shifted, each taking turns. I gripped Olivia's soft hips, thrusting deeply as she trembled and called my name. Chloe sat on my face, her sweet center against my lips as I tasted her pleasure. Sophia rode me, her hands teasing my chest in rhythm, their bodies and heat intertwined, pushing us to the height of bliss. The room echoed with their sighs and mine. I forgot my job, my family, my morals, lost in the thrill of the moment. The next morning, I woke with a headache and overwhelming guilt. Sophia slept beside me, her steady breathing contrasting with the scattered memories of the night. What have I done? I dressed quickly, careful not to wake them, and left the apartment. The chilly morning air hit my face. At home, Emma was waiting, worry etched on her face. Tom, where were you? You didn't answer your phone. Her voice trembled. Sorry, Emma. I drank too much at the farewell and crashed at a friend's, I said, avoiding her eyes. She looked angry at first, but softened when I hugged her. I was so worried, she said. The familiar scent of her shampoo made my guilt worse. Emma had total faith in me, and betraying that trust terrified me. A week passed. I didn't contact the student teachers. School life looked normal on the outside, but my mind was a mess. Tom, what's wrong? You seem off, Emma asked over dinner, concerned. Just tired, I said, looking away. Missing the student teachers? She teased, but her words hit hard. It's not that. Just busy, I lied. Keeping things from Emma hurt more. Time moved on. I valued my time with Emma, and we made memories with Jake at restaurants. Yet, in those happy moments, memories of Chloe's heated kiss, Olivia's gentle touch, and Sophia's sighs kept coming back to me. And soon, a new batch of student teachers is coming.